Hey Luke, how are you this morning?
Good, James. How are you?
Good. I guess we'll start with the De'Aaron Fox situation. Do you have any update on his status? What exactly happened, and sort of what's the rundown with him?
Yeah, he sprained it yesterday. We're kind of waiting to see how it would feel. It's mild to moderate is where the training staff's listing it as, and we're hopeful that he'll be able to rejoin us. But we'll reevaluate, 7 to 10 days and see where we're at.
Secondly, we're hearing this morning that Zion Williamson has also left the bubble to go attend to some personal issues. Just what does that do for the race for the eighth and ninth spot, and sort of the way that you prepare for that team with 2 games on the schedule?
That's James. We're just getting out of practice. You're breaking that news to me, so I didn't know that. First just hope that everything's okay with whatever family stuff he has going on. Obviously, more important than basketball, but for us, the message has been the same. Every team is going to have to deal with a lot of chaos, and I keep saying, the NBA has done an amazing job of putting this thing together. But just with what's going on in the world we're living in right now, and with the spread of the corona being everywhere and players coming back, and like we experience certain guys getting hurt, other people having to leave for whatever reason, it's going to be a huge factor. Is what team can just kind of accept the chaos and have guys ready to step up and make plays.
Okay, Sean Cunningham.
Good morning, Luke. How's it going? I was just back to De'Aaron for a moment. He'd obviously been playing with a lot of pain within that ankle from a good portion of the season, missed 7 games. What's the level of concern just with him that this could be problematic?
No, I wouldn't say there's a level of concern at all. Ankle sprains are part of the game, a big part of the game of basketball. So it's just it's something that when you start spraining your ankles, you just got to pay that much more attention, dedicate that much more time in the weight room to strengthen everything around the ligaments, and to do everything you can to not continue to have ankle problems. But that's something that most every NBA player goes through at some point of their career.
Great, thank you.
Jason Jones.
Hey, Luke.
Jason.
Hey, just in terms of De'Aaron, this is your first injury over there, and obviously with the traveling party smaller. Is it different just going through an injury, not having your whole crew, the normal crew you would normally travel with?
Yeah. I mean, it's different in a sense that we got all hands on deck mentality right here. But as far as the treatment that he's receiving, nothing has been compromised as far as the quality of treatment he's getting. They got Ultra G machines here in the bubble. Because we're in the bubble, it's easy to come get treatment, 2-3 times a day, and have people come to your room. So everything we would be doing with a full staff, we're doing for him right now.
And you've played a few games, a significant amount of games without him during the season. Just how are you juggling the lineups even more now that you've got a few guys gone, and they're not going to be probably back in the short term? So how are you just juggling things between Corey and how you use everybody right now?
Well, part of it is changing lineups and getting guys comfortable with playing with each other. Part of it is balancing the amount of work we want to get in with trying our best to keep people's legs fresh and healthy, knowing that we're limited in numbers right now. So it's just constantly a balancing act. But today we had Corey go with the first group, where most of camp so far he's been leading that second group. So little switch ups like that. But like you said, De'Aaron missed 17 games this year, and so we've done it before. We'd like to have him back and not have to do it again. But it's something that we've experienced before.
Marshall Harris.
Hey, Luke, just checking to see if there's any updates with the players that aren't there with you yet, Alex Len and Harrison Barnes, if you've received any update on their progress and status.
Yeah, no update with Harrison, still protocol Sacramento. Alex is flying to Orlando tonight. I think gets in sometime around 11 o'clock tonight, and then he'll go into the protocol as far as entering the bubble when he gets in.
What's your understanding in terms of his level of anything, I guess, as far as what he's been doing and being ready to do this?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. My feel is that we probably got a good amount of work to do as far as conditioning and legs. He hasn't done anything at least since he came in on that mandatory report date of the 21st of June. So it's been a while. He's a big body. When you're that size, we got to make sure that we get his legs and his wind back before we throw him in any contact type of drills.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, Luke. Are you reminding the team, given all this sort of flux with the roster that you guys have been here before and it's really kind of what you've been doing all year? And is that helpful in some ways right now?
Yeah, it is helpful for the group, but the message isn't so much falling back on what we went through this year. That definitely has been pointed out, but it's more on just getting ready to embrace anything right now. And you always draw on former experiences to feel comfortable in those situations. But what we're hammering home right now is, look, things are going to change every day. For all the teams that are active in this thing. So just be ready for it. Be ready, whether it's a change of a practice, lineups, minutes, off days, whatever it is, we got to be ready. And that's more of what we're trying to drill home with our guys, is embracing that mindset.
One more. This has been on my mind the last few days, specifically, I guess, with Alex. There's been a lot of talk about the COVID testing, positives, false positives. And is there any talk that you guys are sort of subject to what those false positives might mean? I don't know, do you guys think you're getting those, and is it sort of delaying the process with guys, or is that an issue you're not really
No, I mean, yeah, well, I can't speak for everyone individually, but as a group, it's not something that's come up. We bring the doctors in to talk to the guys, and we kind of just follow what the protocol is. The NBA has always done an amazing job of doing what's best for the players, and doing everything they can to keep the players safe. So, we kind of trust in the process, and as a group, it hasn't been something that's really been out on the table much.
A couple more. James Hamigan.
I'm back.
Hello, James.
Hey, Luke, De'Aaron tore up that ankle really bad early in the season, but I think he was out, 5 weeks out of an expected 10 to 12 week for a grade 3. Does that at least give you guys some hope that he may be able to recover quickly after seeing how fast he was able to recover earlier in the season?
Yeah, I mean, he's young. He takes care of himself. He's proven to be a fast healer. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to count on that happening again. We're obviously going to be cautious with him. We know how important he is to our organization, into the success of our team. So, we're hopeful that because he's healed fast in the past, he'll do it again. But it's something that we're definitely not going to rush him back onto the court.